activate Raytracing in your Icon tab. RenderLayer enables you to define how single geometries should be displayed. Open the module RenderLayer, which you can find in the File menu entry Rendering. Create a new layer with the context menu, or click on the icon. Rename the layer Car. Now you can assign geometries to this layer. Open the scene graph and drag the vehicle's geometry to the layer. Create another layer and name it Wheels. Drag the 4 wheel groups to this layer. Please note that the wheel groups are dependent on the vehicle. In the Car layer, change the attribute Visible by double left-clicking to Off. In order to see these changes, you need to activate the layer with the context menu, or by using the icon. All the vehicle's geometries will now not influence the rendering. Activate the render layer Wheels. Here, all values are set to Visible. This means that now only the wheels will be rendered. Click on the icon Reset. All settings will be deactivated. Change the attribute Visible in the layer Car by double left-clicking to On, and the attribute Primary Visibility to Off. Then activate the render layer. The geometry of the car itself is not visible anymore, but still casts a shadow and can be seen in the reflections. Change the attribute Primary Visibility in the layer Car by double left-clicking to On, and the attribute Visible in Alpha to Off. Then activate the render layer. Now your geometry will be punched out in the Alpha channel. All parts which are covered by this geometry are no longer visible. Activate the render layer Wheels. Even though the wheel's geometry is dependent on the vehicle's geometry, they now will be rendered. But they will still be punched out, apart from the rest of the vehicle's geometry. You can use RenderLayer to render single components of your vehicle. You can also influence other settings. Should your geometry be visible in reflections and refractions? Or should it cast shadows? You can define these parameters in your render layers. Please note, the order in which render layers are executed is important. If in doubt, reset and then activate the render layer in the correct order. A tip: if you don't want to double-click each setting of the nodes of a layer, you can render all the settings in one layer at once. Right-click on the layer and choose Apply Attributes to what is selected. Use render layers to achieve stunning results.